is great. It is great to be here in Arizona. And in 60 short days, we're going to take back this country, and it's going to start right here in the state of Arizona. In the Middle East and from our own workers and from our own territory. And Donald Trump, it's so funny to hear Democrat politicians talk about Donald Trump, and they say, well, we want to close the border. Well, Donald Trump already did it. Well, we want to get inflation below 2%. Well, Donald Trump already did it. Well, we want rising take-home pay for the middle class. Donald Trump already did it. These guys, I hope with the debate that Kamala Harris answers for her record, because I sure as hell know Donald Trump will proudly answer for his, because it's a record that we can all be proud of. You know what she really wants to do? And look out for this on September the 10th. She really wants a moment where she can interrupt Donald Trump and say, I'm speaking. Because, you know, Kamala Harris, sometimes I think she doesn't want to be the vice president. She wants to be the vice principal. She really likes to just tell people what to do. And she really wants that moment where she says, I'm speaking. Right? And that's exactly what you should watch for it on September the 10th, and then you can come back and say you heard it here first, that Kamala Harris, what I'd like her to actually do again is just explain her record, because I think the American people deserve to have a president who explains their record and doesn't run from it. Next question. It's okay, it's okay. I'm sure she's one of the good ones, right? Yeah, so just on the debate, I mean, look, the president and I talk every day, and, you know, we're constantly talking about what are we seeing out there, what are people that we're talking to saying to us, because we do, unlike the Kamala Harris campaign, get out there and talk to people. We don't just stand in front of a teleprompter and try to talk at them. We often let them say things too. And so we're constantly trading ideas and trading, you know, war stories from the campaign trail about what we're hearing and what we're seeing. But no, you know, we're not going to have some formal debate prep session, because Donald Trump doesn't need it. Donald Trump actually knows what he believes, and he knows his record, and that's all he really has to talk about. And not just in Arizona, by the way, but all across the country, the Republican National... What is going to solve this problem, and I really do believe this, is, look, I don't like this. I don't like to admit this. I don't like that this is a fact of life. But if you are a psycho and you want to make headlines, you realize that our schools are soft targets. And we have got to bolster security at our schools so that a person who walks through the front door... We've got to bolster security so that if a psycho wants to walk through the front door and kill a bunch of children, they're not able to. And again, as a parent, do I want my kid's school to have additional security? No, of course I don't. I don't want my kids to go to school in a place where they feel like you've got to have additional security, but that is increasingly the reality that we live in. And a bunch of my colleagues in the Senate, we actually worked on legislation that would give schools more resources to bolster their security, because if these psychos are going to have to go after our kids, we've got to be prepared for it. We don't have to like the reality that we live in, but it is the reality that we live in, and we've got to deal with it. Right. I want to make one request of you. And it's very simple. Look, we lost Arizona. 10,000 votes was the difference between Arizona going for Donald Trump and 10,000 going for Joe Biden. Yeah, there were a lot of problems. But 10,000 votes stand between us and getting those Arizona electoral votes. And we got a lot of people just in this room today. And so I'm going to make a very special request, and that request is this. I want you to all get out there and vote 10 times. No. I know you're all a little uncomfortable. To the media, yeah, that will be the headline in the New York Times. J.D. Vance promotes voter fraud in Arizona. But I want us to vote 10 times the legal way. And you know what that means? That means take yourself and take 9 of your friends and family and get them to the polls by November the 5th. That's what Donald Trump's trying to bring us back to. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to win the state of Arizona. We're going to take back the White House, and we're going to give this country a president it deserves. God bless you all. Let's get Donald Trump over the finish line, and let's do it together. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Arizona.